I'm Nick and I'm playing Abel, and this is my first experience in acting or voice acting. Abel is a mysterious character and there's not a lot of backstory like there. We kind of don't know a lot about him, and he kind of reminds me of Loki from the Thor movies a lot, because he kind of just is just there for mischievous purposes and doesn't really reveal a lot about himself. So this episode is like a lot, it deals with his character and a lot of his kind of mystery and why he's so mysterious, and yeah, helps flesh him out a little bit without revealing too much of his story. And then years later, the same thing happened after I left. I couldn't face it. You looked away as I was letting go. You've always been afraid of people letting go and leaving you. Well, now's your time to let go. You can't be afraid anymore. The biggest challenge was probably that I haven't done anything like this before. It's my first experience in acting, voice acting, anything like that. So I didn't really have anything to draw from, like any past experiences. So it was all very fresh and new. So it's interesting.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Thomas and I am a co-founder of The Seventh Wall, and I've been directing The Descent. And I think what's brilliant about it is that the way that it's written, so each episode, you don't have to listen to the earlier episode to get the concept of the episode. And what I love about it is that for those that have heard the other episodes, you get this really beautiful circle of an image of all the different events that have occurred. So you just get to really encompass and understand like each of the different characters and really feel for them, even if you feel like you shouldn't actually like a particular character. Aaron, who's the writer, so for him, like he'll sit down, he'll already have like a map in his mind about what he actually wants to write. So it's literally just sitting down and kind of letting the words write themselves. So it was really interesting to be given a script, because sometimes I wouldn't necessarily get the script before everybody else would read it, because he doesn't want anyone reading it until he's 100% happy with it. So I remember when we actually read the third episode, I hadn't read it beforehand either, so it was just as much of a blind reading for me as the actor. Yeah.
Medea walks calmly up to Jason, but doesn't make any move to stop him destroying the wall. After a moment, he stops his assault and slides down the surface to rest on the floor, exhausted. Medea sits next to him and lays her head on his shoulder.
I need to turn myself in.
We could run away.
Where would we go?
I hear the Caribbean is nice this time of year.
And seeing everybody else's reactions, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is all just coming together, and it's such a beautiful yet sad story. So no, it was just fascinating to kind of see Medea's journey and how everybody's interactions and how it affected her, and obviously her upbringing. And then seeing how Ryan's character came into it, and yeah, it's just, I think one of those things that you can't appreciate fully until you really get to the very last episode and go, wow, like this really has happened to her.
Oh, well, I don't want to give too much away. I mean, because, yeah, I don't want to spoil it. So what do you think? Do you think one of our characters will die?
Yes.
I think
they will be dead.
I think we'll either both die or one of us will die. And
Ryan will die.
There'll be a battle to the death. We'll be at the Colosseum. There'll be 10,000 people, and then we'll have to fight with, you know, maces and swords, and there'll be lions. It'll be like a scene in Gladiator. Yeah, cool. And then we'll have to fight to the death. Actually, no, yeah, exactly. Well, Medea is actually Greek, so it'll be like in a Greek, the Parthenon or something.
That's true.
And then we just fight to the death.
Why are Ryan and Medea fighting to the death for the baby?
Probably, yeah. I'd say so. Or for honour. Or both.
Or maybe.
Yeah, I'd say so. Good. Cool. Yeah, Russell Crowe style.
I think I'll live.
Okay.
I reckon. I like to believe in myself.
I actually thought about this the other day. I thought that maybe the final scene would be Medea holding Ryan's head or something. That was just the thing that I had.
I think I'm going to get revenge on the boys that killed my brother.
Okay.
I don't know what's going to happen with Jason. I reckon Jason might die. I'll live. You'll die. I'll probably get away with the baby.
Okay.
I don't know who's the baby is, but if it's my baby, I'm going to keep the baby. If it's Ryan's baby, I'll probably still keep the baby.
Or maybe Ryan will be the one standing.
That's true.
The last one. Maybe he'll survive.
I could die. I think either it's going to end with Medea winning, or Medea dying.
Yeah.
And like if that being the thing. But, so it's two very different things, but I think it'll end with one of those.
or maybe Ryan is the dead brother. Dun, dun, dun. And then we've been brother and sister this whole time, which is really
that
weird.
That means if you're the uncle of the baby and you're my brother, then it's my baby.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And it's like Game of Thrones. You know, Cersei and Jamie Lannister. It's like that kind of relationship.
Yes.
That incestuous kind of weird relationship.
It's strange.
Which would be very weird.
But if I don't know that you're my brother, that might make it somewhat better.
Yeah.
Or,
At least it won't be like a scene in Deliverance or anything, you know.
Deliverance.
Oh, you haven't seen Deliverance? Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Just a lot of incest.
Yeah, figured.
Yeah. A lot of deformities. So, yeah. So, hopefully, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so it's either going to be Ryan lives and Medea dies, we both survive, or other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Jason could save the day.
Yeah.
I reckon, or it'll end up like a hero story and Jason will save the day.
Yeah, cool.
Never mind.
Someone who likes mystery and kind of gets invested in the story with their characters because there's a lot of high tension moments. And someone who enjoys a bit of like a story that's all twisty and turny and kind of takes you for a bit of a ride, I guess.
Thriller, it's fast paced. If you like twists and turns, this is definitely the podcast for you.